What's up, everybody? Let's get into today's reaction video, shall we?
Here are the 12 universal laws. You shouldn't let this video slip away, as these laws can and will change your life for the better once you know and understand them.
So, we're doing a reaction on the 12 laws of the universe. These are not man-made laws in a way, like man has seen them and written them down, but we're not the ones who invented them completely, if you understand, if you catch my drift. Um, These laws supersede and are far more important than any of these laws of the land or the law of water, admiral maritime law, all that stuff. That this is above. This is the law that the universe has the laws that the universe itself has made viable, has made um, to reign supreme as well over everything else. So I've already heard about these. XXS Tentacion, rest in peace. He often spoke about it, and there's a clip of him recommending that one of his fans studies these 12 laws, and he said also get the Master Key. I think that might have to do with the Lesser Key of Solomon and stuff. They're books, but they talk about like the Kabbalion and stuff. But let's get into this.
Number 1, the law of divine oneness. By the end of this, you'll feel a profound connection with everything around you. This is rooted in a cosmic principle known as the law of divine oneness. According to ancient wisdom and modern science alike, everything in the universe is interconnected. Picture a web. If one strand is touched, the entire web shivers. So it is with
Collective consciousness and unity consciousness, one, the law of oneness. This is something that I thought I understood a little bit, but when I had my full on physical, literal, spiritual awakening, this was the outcome, the immediate outcome, as I realized that we're all one in a way. We're all, even though we're individuals, there's something more to it. There's something, okay, I have thoughts that pass in and out of my brain, and I have emotions that make me sad. Something happens to me, it makes me sad. If the same thing happened to you, it'd probably make you sad. Then this third or fourth person make them sad. So we're so similar. We're different, and we are our own people. I'm not saying that we're not, but you start to see the connection in everything, how it's beautifully intertwined. And before this, all you see is duality, where good and bad, black and white checkerboard, Masonic themes. But when you have your real spiritual awakening, you actually tend to see the opposite. You tend to see oneness. And this is the first law, I guess.
our lives. Our actions impact not only us, but ripple out to the world at large. Many falsely believe we exist in isolation, but this is a grand illusion. The truth is, we are part of a much greater, intricately woven tapestry of existence. At the heart of the law of divine oneness lies unity consciousness. It's not
Ah!
about being alone.
It's the same phrase that I use. That's awesome. W video, dude. Good job.
It's about being all one. So, how do you align with this law? Stop separating, start integrating. See yourself not as an island, but as an integral part of the cosmic web.
Why do you think that they work so hard to dismantle the first law from us? They embrace all these laws. They're smart, but they don't want us to embrace it, because then we can manifest, we can have a great life, we can spread love, light, positivity, unity. They think that's reserved for the adept, that only they should do it. So they try to destroy our society from within, whereas they try to show you divide, deter, distract, all these things, all these letter D's, and they don't want us to see the unity consciousness in everything, that we're all similar, that we all have these great paths in life, and sure, they're a little bit different and varying, but the underlying premise is the same.
Embrace this unity and watch as your life becomes richer, more compassionate, and deeply interconnected. Number 2, the law of vibration. In the next few moments, you'll comprehend a universal law that can unlock your immense potential. Albert Einstein famously said, "Everything in life is vibration." What does that
And the better of the two, Nikolai Tesla said, if you wish to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration.
mean? Consider this. The more you resonate positivity, the more positivity reverberates back. It's like
You get what you give.
Tuning into a radio frequency, tune into the frequency of negativity and you'll get static and discord. Contrary to popular belief, this law isn't about ignoring problems or faking positivity. It's about genuine attunement. The nucleus of the law of vibration is authentic resonance. Your true vibration doesn't stem from the superficial, it emanates from within. So here's your key to unlock potential.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of us have what I would call like a base level, or no, I wouldn't word it that way. We have a default frequency. How you're feeling 90% of the time, maybe even more, 95, 98. How you feel and act and talk to people most of the time. Now there's going to be times where they pull the beast out of you or they pull the other side of you out, but for the most part we have this like default autopilot mode that we go on, and make sure that it's good. If it's not good or it's not the one that you want it to be, start working towards it.
Stop pretending, start resonating. Truly resonate with your authentic self and watch the universe echo back your greatness.
Christian men, don't struggle building a business alone. Let us build one with you, and we guarantee you'll get your first paying client in just 90 days or less.
Oh, cool.
Greatness. Number 3, the law of action. Understanding and applying this law can get you out of that destructive loop of waiting for the right time. Remember,
I have a feeling this is one of the most important secretively, but yeah, because if you don't take action, you just have thoughts and words, nothing's going to really get accomplished unless your thoughts and words force other people to do certain actions that you want them to actually carry out. But usually it goes the big 3: thoughts, words, actions. What I create as I speak.
Newton's
Abracadabra.
third law. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction.
Oh, okay. This is reminding me of the law of karma, but no, this is like cause and effect or something.
Often, we mistakenly believe waiting for inspiration is the key to success, but that's not the case. In reality, it's action that breeds inspiration, not the other way around. Picture this. You're a writer, staring at a blank page. The more you wait for inspiration, the longer the page stays empty. But once
Yeah, you just do it. Like the Nike commercial, just do it. I was wondering, I need to get editors and I need to make sure that I'm in an audience where I can gain subscribers and followers real quick. And I would like to get known within my first 6 months and be the most popular. Bro, put all that to the side. Just start doing it. If you want to be a YouTuber, just start posting. It's that easy. We overcomplicate it. It's called paralysis by analysis. You overanalyze, and because of that, you're paralyzed and you cannot take physical action. Don't do that. It's okay to just do action, and then as you're going along, thinking about it and redoing it and sharpening it up and reshaping it, making it better. Yeah, that's fine. That's great. In fact, that's what I would suggest. But also, step 1, just start effing doing it. Just start doing it, bro.
you start writing, inspiration begins to flow. People believe the law is about massive action, but it's really about consistent action. Success doesn't come from sporadic big moves, but regular small steps. So
Right.
here's the secret to harnessing the law of action. Start small, act now.
That's what I said. Just do it. And like you said, now, not tomorrow or next week. Just start doing it.
Trust in your
I was worried, what if people laugh because my video and I'm not that great in the beginning? Just do it, buddy.
ability to take action, leading to remarkable achievements. Number 4, the law of correspondence.
Great.
By watching this, you'll discover how to transform your inner world, and thus your outer reality. The principle
As
comes
above,
from
so
an ancient
below.
aphorism accredited to the mystical writings of Hermes Trismegistus.
Yeah.
As above, so below.
As with
Ever thought why some days you're on a roll, everything aligns, while others everything seems to fall apart? That's the
Yeah.
law of correspondence at work. It essentially states that our outer world is a mirror of our inner world. Don't be misled thinking it's all about wishful thinking. It's more profound. It's about mindset, attitudes, and beliefs. If your mind is stuck in negativity, your reality reflects it. The key to leverage
This is why they try so hard to mess with our head. All right?
this law: awareness and transformation. Be aware of your inner states. Transform negativity into positivity. Stop wishing, start transforming. Adopt this approach and see your life align with your desired reality. Number 5, the law of cause and effect. By the end of this, you'll grasp a law so foundational that it governs every moment of our existence. Esteemed scientist Carl Sagan once said, "Cause and effect. You can't have one without the other." Think of it like dominoes. Push one and a chain reaction ensues. Or consider your actions. A kind gesture might make someone's day, while a harsh word can linger in their thoughts for weeks. Many misconstrue it as simple karma, but it's much more. It's the
Huh.
backbone of our reality, every choice sparking a cascade of outcomes. At its core,
Yeah. Like action, reaction, cause, effect. First thing that happens, domino effect of what comes after.
this law
But also, like they said, as above, so below.
dictates a simple truth. Every action we take, or choice we make, initiates a sequence of events, a ripple in the vast ocean of existence. The real power of this is conscious action. Recognize that they're not just isolated events, but initiators of a chain. Start creating positive ripples and watch the world change around you. Number 6, the law of compensation. Ralph Waldo Emerson, the influential thinker, coined the law of compensation. Essentially, you reap what you sow. Imagine this. You help a colleague with a task, and a week later, someone unexpectedly assists you. Or
You'll get it back, but in God's divine timing. It won't be in your timing where I'm helping somebody, so I hope that I get $1 million. Maybe it will be like you help somebody, and then when you're older, somebody helps you, and you get a flashback to when you helped the other person. Because when you were in your youth, you helped the elderly. Now that you're elderly, a youth helps you. And likewise, similar to that, but on the other side, if you don't help people and you're mean all the time, that's going to come back to you when you get older. It's just how it is. It's how it works. Like they said, karma, bro, karmic retribution, the cycles of karma,
constantly give
karmic
your
cycles
time
of
and
death.
energy to a cause, and eventually, opportunities and rewards flow back to you. Contrary to common belief, the law isn't about relentless hustle. It's about genuine effort, not just physical, but emotional, intellectual, and moral. So, the key to tap
Many things, not just that, can be broken down to the main four pillars that I often talk about on my long format videos on my main channel. Check it out, Joshua Dutczak, Dutczak. And I'll comment on this video from my main channel so you can check it out. But I like to talk about the four main pillars of our life: physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. All four: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. That it's all us. It's not that it's not us. That's the four pillars that make up who we are.
into this important law, it's about balance and exchange. The universe has this remarkable way of balancing things out. Give positively, and positive things gravitate back. Offer value
Eventually.
and watch your
See, this is where it tricks many people is they think, well, I did something good today, so why haven't I received anything good? It takes time. You're putting out something, whether it's good or bad or indifferent, you're putting it out into the universe. It ripples out and goes far. When it hits an intended target, it now reverses and starts to go back to you. And that wave is amplified. So many times you might give somebody $10, you might get 100 back in the future. You might be rewarded times 10, or like the Bible says, and then they shall be avenged sevenfold. So if somebody's doing something shitty to you, they're going to be avenged sevenfold in the future. If they took $1,000 from you, they're going to lose several $1,000s in the future. It's just how the world works. It dishes out what you give, but amplified with interest.
rewards manifest in unexpected forms. Before going forward, let me take a second and invite you to give a like to this video. It helps us a lot. Also consider subscribing to Serenity
Do you know what that symbol looks like?
Knowledge, as we are determined to share valuable information in future videos, information that you wouldn't want to miss. Now let's continue with
And
the very
something else.
important universal laws. Number
Another
7, the law of attraction. This
Good
law
man.
is a universal truth that can make you a magnet for your desires.
Are you a traveling
This is
man?
a life-changing law embraced both by quantum physicists, esteemed personalities, and authors. What you focus on, you attract. Picture this. Dwell on positivity, and positivity
what was that called? Oh, the law of attraction. Yeah, I mean, this is the real attraction. There's the law of attraction, then there's the law of manifestation. I feel as though they're two very different things. The law of attraction, like you said, wherever your thought is, there you find yourself. You know, if you're like, oh, my life sucks and this and that, it's not about to get better anytime soon because you have so much power in your tongue. That's what it says in the Bible too.
Goes to you. Stress about negativity, and negativity ensues. It's like
Yeah.
tuning a radio. Your frequency
What frequency are you on? You don't like it, change the channel. Or you do like it, make sure you do everything in your power to keep it on that frequency or that radio station. And our pineal gland serves as an antenna when it's not blocked by hardened calcium deposits. But yeah, when it's not blocked, the rhombohedron crystals on the outside of the pineal gland go like this, and they're always trying to read the frequency that's coming through, literal. So when you listen to sound and you're like, and maybe you're jamming out and you feel good, it actually sometimes has something to do with the pineal gland picking up like a receiver, like a radio receiver, like an antenna on, like the old way that we used to have stuff on our roof, like a satellite for cable and things like that. You know, that's what it serves as for our supercomputer, which is the brain, the human brain. You know,
decides the station you get. If you believe that the law of attraction is about wishful thinking, you're off the mark.
yeah. No, it's about fully embodying it as well and believing it's already yours. Well, that's manifestation. Attraction that could be a little bit different. Let's just let the more adept person speak on it. This
The
gentleman.
core of the law is active visualization. This isn't about idle daydreaming. It's about vividly seeing your goals as already accomplished. So
I
here's
was
the
right.
key.
I was right. That's manifestation. Is when you're okay. UFC champion. I'm closing my eyes. I'm imagining somebody grabbing my left or right wrist and raising it like that, and me starting to cry a little bit as I feel the cold feeling of the inside of the UFC belt wrapping around my lower abdomen. You know, Dana White wrapping it around me, and me hearing people say "and new" or whatever. You know, visualize all these things as really happening to you. Then, when you get really talented at imagining it in your mind's eye, like very in depth, start to do that regularly. But you can't just do that. I mean, magic's not that easy. You have to also amplify it with thoughts, words, and actions. Actions is probably one of the biggest steps because you can have the other two and be great at it, but no action, no change. But then again, if you do the action without direction, then it's misguided, you know? So you need all three components, in my humble opinion. But
To
yeah.
activating the law of attraction. Stop wishing, start visualizing. Begin taking steps to your dreams, no matter how small.
And not just embodying the act of them putting a belt around me for, I'm just explaining, like, there's other things I want to do in life more than that. But besides, I'm 35 and I don't even have an amateur career yet. So I think time wise, I think the world screwed me over. If I got into MMA 5 years prior, I think everything could change. But because it's only five and not 10 or 20, there is a way. I just don't know if I would ever make it to whatever the big stage. But I know I could easily go fight local and then maybe even fight like Bellator level, which doesn't exist anymore, but like that level under UFC. I know I could do that because, especially because my talent, and they're going to be, oh, we want this talent, especially in the light heavyweight and heavyweight division. They don't have people who can usually do the things that I was doing at the peak of my sparring capabilities. So I know I could easily tap back in. But yeah, so when you're imagining these things, you have to not only act like it's already there, but feel the appreciation, like kind of being like, for me, because I'm faithful. Thank you, God, for getting me to where I am today. Oh my God, I'm so grateful. Thank you. You're the best. Like it already happened. That's when you start to trick your subconscious, and the subconscious powers the majority of one's life. So, and we forget that. We think our left brain, conscious brain, like you're listening to me speak right now and you're analyzing what I'm saying, that's the left brain. Everybody thinks that's the majority. Tricks on you because the subconscious is the majority.
Trust
you
in
know?
yourself, in your vision, and you'll be surprised how life aligns with your desires. Number 8, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. I know it sounds complicated.
Ooh, I didn't know that this was one of the 12 ones. I learned all about transmutation in 2023, where you're cognizantly, yeah, you're being very aware, mentally aware of what's going on in your life. So maybe something happens that doesn't make you feel too good. Now you can take that sadness, that anger, that despair, and you can transmute it. Instead of letting it go like it never happened, you allow that emotion to hit you and to feel bad like you should. But then you take that energy, and without letting it go or pushing it to the side or stuffing it down, you transform it into a good energy, because energy can't be created or destroyed, only transferred or whatever, changed a little bit, right? And this is the art of doing that. Easier said than done many times, but if you can learn to do it consistently and get better at it, oh, the world is your oyster, my friend, because every time somebody tries to bring you down, you can actually use that same energetic power that was supposed to be for your downfall, and you can actually allow it to make you better, a better person, quicker, faster, smarter, whatever. However you transform that energy, you could transform hatred into love. You could transform despair into being elated and excited. You can do anything like that. You are the ultimate alchemist. You are the alchemist. They like to paint this word alchemist as something that doesn't exist, or something that's between God and human, and between man and God, like some level that doesn't exist. Bro, it's very real and it's very attainable. Do not let them trick you and tell you, oh, and take you down the path of despair. And if they do, just transmute it. Seriously, though,
But you'll see it's not.
transmutation of negative energy into positive energy is the biggest cheat code in life, because they're trying to distract, deter, divide, instill hatred and division through a false racial construct of division. You get what I'm saying? So getting past all that is one thing, but then taking that same energy that they're trying to use to destroy you and allowing it to create life instead of destroy. Oh my God, you're going to piss them off. You're going to make God's day, and you're going to transform your life and those around you. Win, win, win.
You can unlock the potential of your life with this profound principle. Einstein's equation E equals mc squared is suggesting that energy and matter are interconvertible. At its core, this law states that all energy is in a constant state of movement and change. Imagine water. It can be a liquid, solid ice, or even evaporate as steam. It's the same substance, but transmuted into different forms.
Yeah.
Similarly, thoughts, being a form of energy, have the potential to manifest into reality. I'm sure you've noticed at least on one occasion how consistently thinking about a goal eventually led it to materialize.
And I don't think it's just the thought itself that does that. I think the more you embrace that particular thought and do it consistently, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever, that becomes your new reality. It's like you're jumping timelines. Like I'm going from Josh the rapper to Josh the basketball player to Josh the skateboarder to Josh the YouTuber, whatever, and you're shifting goals and you're shifting careers in a way, or like interests. And you can do that on major scale.
You think this law is about pseudoscience? You're wrong, my friend. The real heart of this law is mindful control. Control over how you channel your energy is key to utilizing this law. Embrace the flux. Understand that with intention and focus, you can direct energy towards desired outcomes. Harness this law and watch possibilities become realities.
Wow.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look
Good
forward
boy.
to you.
Number 9.
Yeah, 8 seems pretty powerful as well.
The law of relativity. Prepare for a mindset shift thanks to the teachings of renowned positive psychologist Martin Seligman. Authentic happiness flourishes not through comparisons, but through embracing gratitude for our own unique journey. $100 seems a lot to someone with only $1, but seems small to a billionaire. Same money, different perspectives. In life, we often compare our lows with others' highs, leading to discontent.
Instagram, anybody? Oh, look at everybody else's perfect life. Trust me, their lives aren't perfect. Trust me, their lives are probably more similar to yours than you may think. They might have more money and material things, but they might be lacking where you're thriving mentally, your outlook on life, your faith, your divine connection to source energy. your spirituality, your spiritual gifts, the fact that you're a great empath, a good person, when they're probably a nasty narcissist. Yeah, but they just make it look different on the outside. So you must dive in to find the divine. I learned that I think it's an anagram, dive in and divine. I saw that by Harry B. Joseph. That was a very good point he made, because we are divine creatures made in the image of God and we must dive in. Now, I don't think he believes in God the way I do, but that's fine. To each their own, I can still respect, understand, and learn from other topics. I don't have to be like, oh, he can't teach me anything. That would be quite arrogant of me.
If you believe happiness is about having more, you're mistaken. The real essence.
Yeah, abundance is just abundance. It can make your life more manageable. It can make it less stressful and easier. But please don't equate that directly with being exactly what happiness is. It's
of
not.
happiness
We have different words for a reason.
is the relative perspective you hold. It's about how you view what you have in relation to others. So the secret to amplifying your happiness is this: stop comparing, start appreciating. When you appreciate what you have, instead of focusing on what others have, you'll find that happiness naturally starts to flow into your life.
I
Number
like
10,
that.
the law of polarity.
And I'm noticing not only that I like to embrace a lot of these already, and I'm sure you do too. I'm also noticing the flip side where evil powers that be, or that shouldn't be, at the top, they're trying to separate us from all of these. They embrace them and it helps them to have great lives. They don't want us to know this. And if we do know this, they want us to think that it's all like lies or half truth. They also don't want you to get good at this or fully embrace it or believe in it. You know what I mean? So you'll just notice things like that. A lot of noticing going on in 2026,
By
which is a one universal year, new beginnings. New beginnings because there's a bunch of us who are starting to notice that evil has been running this world for a while and we're sick of it. There's going to be a new world order, new. You know what I'm saying? Where it's going to be love and light and positivity.
understanding this law, you'll be able to view life's challenges with a different perspective. Ancient philosophers like Confucius spoke of harmony and duality. Best-selling authors like Deepak Chopra and Wayne Dyer have delved into the balance and unity
My mother likes listening to
of
Deepak.
opposing
I heard that dude was on the files, though, in the files, so who knows?
forces in their works. Simply put, everything has an opposite: light and darkness, hot and cold, joy and sorrow. Think of life's hardships. For every challenging event, there exists an equal and opposite potential benefit. Lost your job? This might be the universe's way of redirecting you to an even better opportunity. Faced rejection? Perhaps it's leading you closer to a more suitable and fulfilling path. Every setback
That's great. When you start looking at life that way, then the perceived negative outcomes or situations that happen to you don't seem all that negative because one door closes and three or more open. One bad door closes and two or more good doors open. Even if one bad door closes and only one good door opens, that's still awesome because that's God protecting you or the universe or whatever's working that's greater than us, your higher power. That's how it's working to set us up for success. But some of us are too busy seeing it as a negative thing. Learn to see correctly.
is merely a setup for a comeback. The core of the law of polarity is this: every problem has a corresponding solution. So embrace this law and start seeking the potential for growth in every challenge. Number 11, the law of rhythm. By understanding this law, you will be able to master your life's rhythm. The famed philosopher Hermes Trismegistus embraced the law of rhythm. Everything flows out and in. Everything has its tides. The higher the tide rises, the lower it recedes. In life, this translates to the cycle of success and failure. The more you desperately fight to hold on to success, the harder the eventual fall. Like an overzealous dieter who rebounds into binge eating, or a workaholic who eventually burns out, we often become our own stumbling blocks. If you think that life rhythm is about constant success, you're wrong, my friend. The true essence of rhythm is embracing both ebbs and flows.
Ups and downs.
Here's your key to mastering life's rhythm. Don't resist, harmonize. Align with your life's rhythm and witness the harmony and peace usher in.
Okay, I was going to ask what he meant by harmonize, but he said align with your life's rhythm. Okay, go with the flow. Don't resist. If you're having a bad day, just notice tomorrow's going to be better. If you're having a great day, just notice this too shall pass, unfortunately. Either way, you could say this too shall pass, whether it makes you feel good or bad. So that means it's the truth.
Number 12, the law of gender.
Uh-oh.
This law, it's not what you might think. It's not about male or female. It's about the principle of creation. Esteemed scholar Carl Jung terms it as the anima and animus within us all. Imagine the seed, masculine, requires soil, feminine, to sprout. Neglect one and growth ceases. Similarly, within us exists a delicate balance of action, masculine, and intuition, feminine. Overemphasis on either creates imbalance. This is about masculine and feminine energies within us all, dictating our creation process. It's not about dominance or submission, but the essence of the law of gender is harmony. It's about acknowledging and harmonizing your inner masculine and feminine aspects. So
We all have divine masculine, divine feminine energies within us. I'm a man. I was born male at birth. Always gonna be that way. That's just how I roll, baby. I'm a bit of an honest person when it comes to that, right? And that's fine. I'm not here to tear anybody down. I'm just saying. Also, I'm actually here to kind of agree with people because as a man, right, I have masculine properties or things about me, right? I also have some feminine qualities. And when you push all that down and you act like oh, you're only a masculine and there's no feminine, there's I don't care about emotions and all this, you become what they call toxic masculinity. Or you could be the opposite, right? Where you just over embrace it too much. And in esoteric circles, they would know this as satanic energy or Luciferian energy, is one's on one side, one's on the other. And it's when they're fallen from their natural state of beautiful a beautiful symbiotic balance or harmonious relationship is another way to explain it to you, right? Now my rule of thumb is to always be 75% or more masculine and to always be 25% or less feminine. But even 75-25 is something I like. That's when I step into my purpose because I'm mostly embracing what I am, who I am, the masculinity in me, right? But I'm also able to be emotional, be open, be honest, be empathetic, allow me to wear my heart on my sleeve and not worry about being judged by it or being told, oh, you shouldn't talk about that because you're a guy. No. So that's me embracing my feminine, my divine feminine. Now, it can get out of control if you try going half and half. That's not, I don't think that's what we were meant to be. But we were meant to embody both, okay? I just think the percentages might be a bit skewed intentionally to lead us down different paths. Let's just say that. More division from the evil ones. But learning this is a tool. You can use it for good, you can use it for evil. Just like Freemasonry, just like anything. You can use it for good and be a great person, contributing to society, helping people out, helping yourself, the greater good of everything, including yourself. Not to be greedy, but to um, be a bit of a realist. You should want to put yourself first in many things. We have to take care of ourselves. We have the ultimate responsibility to take care of ourselves. Nobody else, us. So, and then after that, you can help everybody else and help people, and that's a great thing. But some people will use these things for bad. Or if somebody knows all of this in great detail and those they're around do not, they could take advantage of others in a certain way. Same thing with psychology. Like we just watched in a video, I think Rudolf Steiner or something, and this gentleman mentioned, if you know all of this psychology and somebody else doesn't, you could manipulate them all over the place with particular certain neuro linguistic programmings and things of that nature. The way, what tonality do you use? How do you address it? What's the speech overall? You can get them to either gravitate towards it or turn away from an idea, and you're kind of manipulating them. You're the reason they feel a certain way now, and that's dangerous, and you're probably using it for bad. And then on the other side, if you're using it for good, you're just trying to build upon your own beliefs and your own strength, and then maybe by default you are inspiring other people around you. that's fine. Okay, so there's two sides. Pick a side. You know what I mean? And not just in one thing. Like I'm good on this and this, but I actually use this other thing for evil. No, please. I recommend you be all in. If you're gonna be like that, just be an all evil serpent, a soul sucking serpent, serpentine, succubus. SSSS. But or you could just be a good person, genuine, and help people and gravitate towards the positive and everything. Because I think if you're stuck in the middle, I think you're probably just a little confused. I don't like evil. I just don't.
It's your key to inner growth. Harmonize, don't marginalize. Embrace your inner balance and watch personal growth unfold. Applying just a few.
Sorry. Balance is so important. The yin yang symbol, it's a lot deeper than just saying everything in here is good with a little bad and everything else is bad with a little good. It's more than just saying that. It gets even
With
deeper,
these
y'all.
universal laws has the huge potential to change your life for the better. If we've brought some value to your day, please consider giving us a thumbs up and also subscribing to Serenity Knowledge for future valuable information we're determined to share.
Great video. W video. I hope you learned something. I hope you learned multiple things. The 12 laws of the universe. Let's go. 12 universal laws. That's all. Sigma the Stigma. Signing out. Until next time, stay safe, be blessed, and live lavishly. I'm going to see all of you in the next reaction video. And until then, just know that I love you all. Peace, and God bless you all. For real. Peace.